question in this exercise, question 5.3.20. I mean, it's a longer description and it's from the NCERT standard textbook. I would rather explain this question with the help of suitable diagram. There is a potato race. Let's assume that all the contestants are actually running in a straight line. This is the starting point. There is a bucket. The contestant is supposed to run, pick it up, the potato, and collect it back to the bucket. The first potato is 5 meters away from the collection point. And obviously, he has to run there 5 meters and then pick it up, run backwards, and return to the collection point. So he has to actually run 5 meters back and forth. There are altogether 10 potatoes. Each subsequent potato is placed 3 meters from the previous one. So when he collects the next potato, that would be 5 plus 3, that would be 8 meters. Obviously, he has to return back and he has to run 8 meters again. So in order to collect the first potato, he has to run 5 plus 5 in both directions. In order to collect the second potato, he has to run 8 plus 8 in both directions. And since each potato is 3 meters farther than the previous one, this story will continue. For the third potato, it will be 11 plus 11. Why? Because 8 plus 3. Then next potato will be 14 plus 14, 17 plus 17, and so on. Altogether, there are 10 potatoes. We are supposed to find out how much distance each contestant is supposed to run. Now, this is an arithmetic progression related problem. Ultimately, we have to add these numbers. So what I recommend is, rather than adding 5 plus 5, 8 plus 8, why don't we just take only one number from this one? So let's take 5, let's take 8, let's take 11, and so on. And let's add them together. And whatever number we get, we will simply multiply by 2 because each number is appearing twice. Now, if you concentrate on the progression, the sequence of numbers inside the bracket, it's an arithmetic progression. Why? Because the first term is 5, that's A. The number of terms is 10 because there are 10 potatoes. And common difference is uniform. The difference between two successive numbers is 3. Each previous number, when added by 3, it will give you the next number. So this is an example of sum of nth term, sum up to first n terms of an arithmetic progression. And eventually we will multiply by 2 because whatever is happening for the forward direction, exactly same thing. He has to return back. So the same distance he will run in the reverse direction too. How will you add these numbers? Well, we have a formula Sn, n by 2, twice of a, n minus 1d. We'll substitute the numbers. N is 10 here, 10 potato. 2 times 5, 10 minus 1 times 3. Remember to multiply eventually by 2. So we'll first concentrate on the sum up to nth term formula. And whatever answer we get, eventually we'll multiply by 2 because it's bidirectional. So if you simplify this, 10 by 2 is 5, twice of 5 is 10, 10 minus 1 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, plus 10, 37 times 5 is 185. But that's only distance in one direction. So we will have to multiply that eventually by 2 to compensate, to consider the reverse direction also. And the final answer will be 185 times 2. That would be 370 meters. That's your final answer. That's the distance each person has to run in order to successfully complete picking up all these 10 potato arranged in this particular manner. So 370 is your final answer.